Okay, so I'm
Do.
recording, and we've
Well,
got
Bale,
teeth.
don't
Okay.
smell them.
Don't
That's
I
smell
can't
them.
help it.
So, yeah, you're in front of this door. You can tell that it's somewhat important. It's actually the only door you've seen down here. There's that basin that there seems to be some sort of. Make a religion check.
A what?
all right. That's intelligence,
What,
right?
mate?
A what, mate?
Yep.
Yeah, it's in it.
Yeah, it's what you
Proficiency
know
in it, right?
about religion.
That's a
Bale doesn't have
7.
proficiency in it, right? Oh.
No, he's a fool.
Yeah, James rolled a 7, so
I don't have time for the
14.
religious
14.
studies.
It
Zero
seems
to have read
Zero
this.
can tell that it does seem like religious. It seems some sort of like offerings, but doesn't really know much about kobold gods or goddesses or whatever.
Seems like some sort of, maybe they're making some kind of offerings, but no, it's hard to tell. I think.
Oh, all right.
And I guess sort of unrelated to that. This door is pretty clearly trapped.
Yeah.
You can see the trap, and the way that it works is the door. If you mess with it too much, it's going to just swing widely open. Or at least you can guess, there's some mechanism that'll push it open and squeeze a bag on the side of it. There's kind of on the hinges side, there's kind of this, we'll say it's basically a glorified whoopee cushion with like a dial on the side. And it seems like the door will open, squeeze this, and, well, you can't tell exactly what will come out of it, but it is dripping every couple of seconds or so.
That's
a
gross.
Thick green liquid that hisses when it hits the ground.
Can I do an investigation on the thick green liquid?
Roll investigation.
I don't know what that is at all. I got a 1.
Natural 20 minus 1 is 19.
Yes, Bale knows what it is.
Bale knows what it is because it's he's been hit with it before. Didn't do too much hurt. It is acid.
Gross.
Now, what's the pH of this acid?
Burny stuff. Burns like a bitch. All right. So we have a trap here.
What was that? What's that language? What happened to my awesome mustache?
What indeed?
It's behind you. I think if you move off of the drawing and then move back on it. Oh, did you delete it?
I deleted it.
Wow.
Can everyone see everyone's HP bars, or do I have to turn those on again?
I can't see Felicity's for some reason.
I can't see like anyone's.
I can see Cyril's.
I can't see
I
anyone's.
can see mine and Bale's. That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I can refresh the page or something.
It doesn't look like Felicity has one on.
She has. I had some in there, but I don't know that it's showing up.
Okay, well everyone should be able to.
I did it again.
Okay, I see it now.
Cool.
I see it now.
Okay.
Are you at full HP? Are y'all at full HP?
I don't think anything hit me.
Where did I lose HP from?
Wait, no, I thought something hit.
Didn't we rest?
I know
We
Cyril didn't hit
rested.
it. I thought. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And he gives us snacks.
Have we been in
And
combat
I
in
gave
this
all of your snacks.
Yeah. You fought the red guard drakes.
Yeah.
That's why,
the guard drakes.
Bale
took a
should
little
still
break.
have. Bale should still have at least a little bit of that aura up.
So we took a little break after those.
Oh.
Right?
Oh no.
No, the aura is only like 10 minutes. Has it been less than 10 minutes?
If you took a break, then no, the aura's not up. But I thought it was still up.
Let's just say for easiness that we took a break, so I'm going to use a hit die, and I don't have a guard.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, that's fine.
That makes sense.
Snacks.
Did Cyril give me snacks?
Yeah.
Yes, I gave everyone snacks.
Then I'll use another hit die and get back to full.
Okay.
Awesome.
So there's this trap here. And can I like can I perceive the trap to try to figure things
Yeah.
out? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go ahead and roll a perception.
Well, that's like a 12, I think.
Yeah. You can kind of see that the mechanic that it would squeeze the bag and like shoot
Yeah.
acid.
It's going
I
to
wish I was
Kind of
just
just pointed down the hallway.
I wish I could just be immune to acid and just like stand in front of it and be like, all right, open it. Go
hit me,
ahead.
hit me.
Hit me.
All right. So it goes out here into the hallway where we are then.
Yes.
All right. So why don't y'all take a step back?
Why don't we just stand off to the left over here?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you mean right down. Yeah.
Why
Down
don't
like
All
you,
right.
this way.
Let's
you all
stand
get
off
out
out
of the way and
Okay, be careful.
yeah, I'll be
You
careful.
do that thing.
Do that thing, Bale.
Okay.
Does
right.
someone still have? It's not lit in this cavern. So does someone
Well,
have
The
a light?
lantern in.
It should.
Yeah, we have
Yeah, it should be
our
on her
lantern
lantern still.
Okay, then I'll put the aura
Cool.
on Felicity.
It's in her lantern. Hooray!
Which
What are we
it
saying?
should be half supposed to be.
10 feet and 10 feet because of the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius and a 20-foot, so 10, 10. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's big.
There we
Alright.
go. Let me. Well, the
And,
farther
I need to
out
make
one
a-
is dim light.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the color of
I
the
need to
inner
work
one
with
so
this,
it's a little
but
bit easier to see.
I touch Felicity on her nose,
Boop her suit.
and she feels guided.
Excellent. I'm really feeling it. All right.
You really feel
I'm
it now.
really feeling it now, Mr. Bale. Okay. So
Mr. Bale is the imaginary father.
I know that joke. Okay, let's see. So we're going to do sleight of hand then to
Yep.
try to get it. Okay.
She puts her hand through the door.
Let's see. We do have one inspiration, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try that because that was not the best. Okay, that's not much better, but
Also have your guidance.
oh yeah, I didn't roll that. That's true.
Yeah. Roll that.
Oh, that
D4.
yes, that helped a lot actually. Helped a whole 4. Okay, so 5 and 4 is 9 and 11.
So 20.
Yeah, 20.
So you're starting to try and fiddle with like the between like the door and this bag, and you think you've got like the right thing to cut, and you kind of like cut into it a little bit, and you can see like the door start to move,
Okay.
and so
Can
with
I
that roll, you actually managed to stop it and not set off the trap,
Good.
but it is not disabled.
Okay.
Oh, that was close.
That was close.
But you do now know
So
that.
is the
What's that?
The door is still closed, right?
Yes, the door is still closed and
Yes.
trapped. She didn't manage to disable it, but she also did not set it off. And I guess that also now comes with the knowledge that trying to disable this wrong will set it off.
It'll set it off.
Right. We have to be really careful.
Okay.
To do besides try again, but we have to be really careful.
Yeah, I'll try. Do you want to hit me one more time, Bale?
Again, but I'm curious.
What?
What?
What's your sleight of hand bonus?
My bonus to sleight of hand is 11.
Oh God. God. Okay, yeah, I'll guide you. I'm just wondering if it was a little bit higher. I would say I should do it because I won't get just fucked by acid. But yeah, I'll boop.
You don't have thieves'
Yeah.
tools though. You don't have the
It
proficiency.
was-
You
Yeah,
have
you-
to. You have a proficiency in thieves' tools, don't you?
No, I don't.
To disable traps?
It was very close, but so I'll give you that. Like, you know what? Because you've fooled around with it, I'll give you a advantage on this next roll. Because like
Okay.
you're taking a second crack at it, you have a little bit more information on it, and
Is Bale
You
going
have
to
a-
help me or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
He's going to help me.
I
he says.
tap you.
Holy shit. Okay,
Is
hold
that
on.
better?
Oh yeah, it's much better. I just can't add. Hold on. Let's see. 2 plus 19. That's a 32.
oh, yeah, with your knowledge, you managed to pull it down. You managed to separate the bag from the door. Go away. There's a kitten here. You managed to separate the bag from the door, and now you have this bag with this. Stop it, chainsaw! She wants to cuddle, and I'm a little bit. Yeah, you have a stop it, chainsaw.
Cool. I can stop
Nice.
anything with my chainsaw.
Oh shit! She has a chainsaw. Everyone run. Is she proficient?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
press the,
proficient.
you press the button on the chainsaw, and it goes grun,
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 grun.
grun, grun. Yeah.
No, but you have this bag of acid with a dial on it.
That's kind of
Dial.
badass. I'm sure we can find a use for a bag of acid.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's hold on to that. Does anyone want
We should-
to...
That reminded me that I have dynamite.
Holy
I
shit,
forgot to
Bale.
look.
We
I
do.
forgot that I gave you that.
I
Fuck.
forgot to look up stats for dynamite.
Irony.
yeah,
Yeah, I know there's some sort of explosions you can make with the alchemy kit. So we'll just use those stats if we can
Good.
find them.
Hi Felicity, give that here. I'll hold it. It'll hurt me less if it breaks.
Oh, alright. You can have it. It's weird.
I
It is weird.
I don't want y'all's faces melting off if this thing ruptures.
Thank you, Bale. I don't want my face to melt off either.
I don't want that either.
I've gotten used to your faces. I don't have to memorize another set.
Did you not notice how many people can you remember at one time?
I don't know if you just look like a flesh of meat. I'm not sure I would recognize you.
That's pretty graphic. Damn.
This is a PG-13 D&D.
This is a PG, this is a
campaign.
Christian D&D campaign.
Face melting in Indiana Jones, so I think we can talk about it.
Oh, that was PG.
Is that PG-13?
It's not R. I'm like 100% certain of that.
Let's see. Jones and the Temple. No, in the Last Crusade.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Eh,
Patrick, no one can hear you.
No one can hear you.
okay, I don't know why
Are you
it muted me. Maybe I keep accidentally pressing the button I have it set
You have a
up.
hot
As
key set?
punishment for
Yeah,
your
I've-
crimes.
I have control set up, but like I don't think I've been pressing left control. But
Punishment for your crimes.
anyway,
Again.
Ooh, clicky.
On again.
Click, clap, click.
okay, I don't know why it keeps randomly muting me, because I know I didn't press control that time. Anyway, I found a.
Oh shit, that's actually pretty good. Nice.
Yeah, I figure since you've only got 2 and you can't make any more of them, I'll allow it.
Excuse me. There are 3 on my character sheet.
Okay, then still, I stand by what I've said.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bale has the bag of acid.
He
With the
does.
dial on it.
Wow.
With a dial on it, yep.
Wowie wow. Everyone check the sky out.
I'm gonna like put it around my neck like one of those airplane neck pillows. And Is that gonna
Maybe
immediately harm
don't
me?
do that. When
How
God
big is the
says,
sack of acid?
perhaps we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the size of a couch pillow.
Oh, okay. I'll just strap it to my belt or some fantasy bullshit. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
All right.
But, actually, step back. What does that dial look like?
The dial, there's an arrow pointing to a spot on the dial. And there's 3 colors on the dial. Right now it's pointing towards green. There's also red and blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna tell the
Alright.
kids to get on on one side of me.
Okay.
What side of you?
Yeah, which
Like,
one?
just as long as you're both on the same side, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just behind him, I think is.
And
Behind him.
point
I'm gonna
like
move.
We'll do that.
and then point like the opening of the bag away from them and turn the dial.
To red or blue.
Red.
Okay, you turn it to red, and it stops dripping acid, and it starts to feel a little bit warmer to the touch.
Interesting.
Is it gonna blow?
Is there any visible means of? Okay, is the implication that if I squeezed it, stuff would come out? Was that the thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll switch it to blue and see if I notice anything.
It's gonna get cold
Okay.
a bit.
Yeah, it does. It gets colder.
Okay.
Oh,
Weird.
it changes what's inside.
That seems like the least immediately damning to myself, so I will leave it there for the time being.
All right.
And like this, I do believe we have some options here.
All right.
When I turned it to red,
Sweet.
it felt steamy in my hands.
Oh.
When I turned it to blue, it
In like a sexy
slided right up.
People
Alright.
having sex
I
in
don't-
there.
I don't know what this was doing, just stuck behind the door in a kobold lair.
That's weird. That's very weird. We should
I am
be
curious
very
how many
careful with
pumps
it.
you can get out of it.
Oh,
How many indeed?
Shall we continue and not talk about pumps?
I think that would be
That
better.
maybe be good. I don't want to know how many times Bale's going to pump it.
Well, you'll find out.
No, I won't.
You will. You'll
I
be
better not.
there. You'll be a front row seat.
No!
No, I won't. No, I won't.
No, I won't.
No, it won't.
Let me roll a d20 for pumps.
No.
Alright, so is the
No,
door
no, no, no.
locked?
Not
No,
anymore, I bet.
It's certainly not trapped anymore.
Okay, I'm going to very carefully
Open it and be careful.
trying to open it.
Okay. Give me
Prepared.
one
to
more
bolt.
second. I'm doing something
Okay.
behind the door. Just give me a second.
Open
Oh,
the
so
door.
Cyril,
Get on the floor.
You're
Yes.
looking awful vital today. Are you feeling good? You look good.
What? What?
What?
No, I'm just bullshitting, and wasting time while Patrick
Okay.
does his
Oh,
thing.
yeah, I
Okay.
feel good. I
So
had a good
Felicity,
sleep. I think no, that's not true. I didn't
You didn't what?
yeah, it's still kind of middle
have a
of the
good
night.
sleep. I don't
As far as
think.
you
No,
can tell. No, you got woken up by fire.
night time.
Yeah, we've got fire, and then I put the fire out, and we're here.
You open the door,
Dun, dun, dun.
and yeah, we'll say your roll was good enough that you actually the other mechanism behind it was that it would slam the door open, squeezing the bag,
Ooh.
causing presumably acid to come out. So we'll say with a roll as high as you got, you managed to disable that part on the trap as well, and actually, let me reveal only as much as the light will show.
Good.
In the dim light, you see that, and you can hear perhaps other fellows in there, and he
Okay.
A
does see
scaly
you.
friend.
And
Yeah.
in common, he just yells like, "Over here! Run!
Oh.
And you hear
Oh,
some like other voices, and
Oh. I want to take a step back.
Well, I don't want to indicate that this has to be a fight, but we will proceed in initiative order.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I
Fair
take
enough.
that
Right.
step back when he hollered
Yeah,
at me?
yeah.
Okay.
We'll say initiative starts after that. So let
Okay.
me-
Well, fuck me in the butt.
That's bad. I got a very bad roll.
I
Mine's
doubt
not
it's
good
worse than
either.
mine.
Well.
I for sure I would be going last, but instead I'm going first, and that's
High fives all
I
around.
wanted to go last.
High fives.
Excellent.
I mean, you
Good
can
work.
like delay, right?
Mm,
I don't know.
okay. All right.
Welcome in mediocrity, friends.
Hooray.
All right.
Turn. You got. Time to flip back and forth between my book.
You don't need books.
Okay, I don't have any good spells for this. I need to learn like hold person, I think.
Yeah.
But right now I don't know anything.
And okay, so let me move that. Okay. So then let me put. Turn.
It's the end of the world as we know.
If Cyril's visions are to be believed, anyway.
Oh, they
I don't know.
usually are.
I'm pretty sure Bale would survive this apocalypse. I don't know
Well,
about the
listen, Bale.
kid. What's up?
Well, Ben, not all of us can breathe water.
Yeah. So jot that
Can't.
down.
Hey, I came into these mountains with you, didn't I?
You did. We appreciate it, Bale.
This is not me cup of tea.
I know it.
Okay, so this guy, he is a little frightened
I shoot him.
by the
No,
fact
Bale.
and I mean, he said, I mean, you did hear him say to tell other things to run.
Okay.
He is
Is that what he said? I couldn't understand him.
Yeah, he said run away or something like that.
yeah, they're here, run, but in like a high pitched voice because they're small.
Oh, I don't like that they knew we were.
All right.
And there's that. He uses his bonus action to activate a aura, and he kind of bursts into flame in the same guy
Oh,
that
shit.
you have seen here. It is a flame aura, so it does light up some of the area around him.
Nice.
So
Flame on!
there's a couple other guys that I am now going to add into initiative order, so you can see that they have turns.
Is Green Boy made of stone, Blue Boy a hot blonde, and this other one a sketchy guy?
These are Fantastic Four.
Are these the Fantastic Four?
These are not the Fantastic Four.
Damn.
Oh. Would they think that they're fantastic and four?
Let's put him in.
All that matters is if they believe they're fantastic.
If they believe themselves that they're fantastic, they
That's what
can
matters.
probably still die.
Probably.
Probably.
That's usually how that works.
Of course, they're all going to go before us.
One of the ones that you can see, the one up at the top,
Mhm.
appears to have
Alright.
a huge necklace made of teeth. He seems to be some sort of leader.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
probably he
And
has all the teeth.
That's
That
how
makes
you
him the
know.
I mean, for kobolds, it
teeth.
is. Um,
Sometimes for people. If someone's wearing a big necklace full of teeth, you probably don't want to mess with them.
but it matters if
Probably
it's a
will.
big necklace of molars, they're probably just a dentist, right?
Yeah, a really weird
I'm a
dentist
scared dentist.
with like
so
a
yeah,
fetish.
It's the teeth
yeah.
necklaces that do it.
Yeah, so purple guy uh, has activates his 10-foot aura around fire, and he's got out he pulls out like a tiny for his size it's a war hammer, but it's pretty
Aw.
much just a ball pit
Aw.
hammer.
It's just a
And he's
freaking like 2-pound hammer.
Aw.
yeah, he's not attacking yet, but he's getting ready to attack. And then the next one is green. He reaches into the darkness, grabs an egg,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
and goes back up here into the darkness, and you can't see where he goes from there.
All right.
Blue guy is gonna do the same, run over here, and actually let me see how much movement they have. So you did. Yeah, you can go there. So 5, 15. He goes over there, grabs an egg, goes back, and it goes into the darkness, and you can't see where he goes. Let's see, I've added you, and you. Actually, you should have. This guy should have gone first. That's what I get for trying to hide things from you.
Friends don't hide
That's
things from
what
their
you
friends.
That's what you get.
get. Don't lie.
Not even
Um,
once.
Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter exactly what order they go in. Him, where's my... Show me my auras, friends. He's also going to activate an aura. You can kind of see
I see a
around him,
suspicious aura.
and he's going to kind of move up here and do the same thing. Like he has his hammer out, and he's like
Ugh.
waiting, ready for an attack. You.
Are they readying actions? I don't
He,
like that.
he activates
I mean,
his trap card.
They're just trying to see. They're just trying to see if you're going to be hostile. I guess you don't know for certain, but I mean, they are kind of like getting out their hammers and like, preparing to attack if you do, but they're not like trying to do much. And
Yes,
you
Yeah.
you kind of hear some shuffling in the darkness as well.
I attack the darkness.
Do kobolds have dark vision?
Yeah, they've got superior dark vision. In actual
Nice.
daylight, it's got the same problem that Izzy should have for being a drow, but
Whereas he has hacks classes.
Sunlight sensitivity, boys.
yeah,
Fucking
but
wreck
the
'em.
light that from the light spell is not daylight, so there we are. And okay, that's
You want to know
them.
some bullshit? The
Yes.
light domain cleric does not get the daylight spell.
Yeah, that sounds
Wait.
right.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I thought
I'm
Magnolia,
pretty
our
sure.
light there, got it.
I had to check
we
again,
know
but I-
because we were because Rowland was making fire for us.
Yeah, I don't think she has it yet, but
Well, I definitely remember someone complaining on the internet that their cleric was never going to get the daylight spells. So I don't know. I have to check.
Brutal.
Maybe.
It's not. It's not in the cleric list. It may be one of their domain ones. I'm not sure.
We'll say that it's you can see both red and purple's aura, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a lot of Venn diagrams happening here.
I really love what they do with the colors when they overlap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really
It's
cool.
very nice. Also, I like how this kobold up here is in the Imperial Army from Star Wars.
I wanted him. He's not. I mean, he's the one that looks like he's got the special teeth and
Teeth,
stuff. So
yeah, teeth necklaces. Yeah.
Specialty.
okay, and then it's on Cyril's turn.
Oh no, they haven't done anything, have they? They've just sort of
They just flame on.
They've pulled out
Flame on.
their weapons, and are kind of like waiting to see what you'll do.
Oh.
Do we want Felicity to try to talk to them?
I'm going to I'll just prepare a cantrip. I will prepare to cast Frostbite if they make a threatening move towards any of us. But I'm not going to attack them. I'm just going to kind of hold my hands up and say, please, we don't want to fight you. Any move against us, I'll hit it with Frostbite, but if not, that's going to be it. That's it for me.
Then the Imperial Army kobold, then addresses, in a high shrill voice. I'll try and do one that's more you can hear better as opposed to the last one. Like, then what are you doing here in our lair? This is our home.
Oh, sorry. We got a bit turned around.
This is your lair. We were just looking. We're tourists.
Okay, out of character. Do we have reason to believe that something ran in here that set the fire? Was that what we came in here for? Or no,
yeah.
we thought we saw the air genasi or something like that.
No, you have heard tale of the other genasi.
Sorry.
Grun.
Yeah.
I thought we saw a shadowy figure or something.
You did. It was small.
Okay.
And given that you're now in a kobold lair, you can make a guess that that it was a kobold
Uh-huh.
that you saw. It does not, however. I don't think this is too much of a stretch for your characters to remember. It doesn't really explain the big footprints that you saw around there.
Yeah, didn't we go where we saw the small thing running and we saw a footprint that was way too big for it to have made?
Yeah, and then there was a really small area that you followed, presumably the kobold into. I think Copernicus the Merlin. Had to remind myself there. Saw it go into this area.
All right.
All right.
So Cyril, prep that action. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. If I'll let you talk in kind of whatever order you want, because talking's pretty much a free action.
All right.
I guess as long as you're not going on a monologue, then I might have some other things move. But they do seem pretty amenable to talking.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
No, we just want to talk. Actually, we just,
do.
Yeah, we don't want to fight.
Don't steal our eggs.
No, we would never.
Our eggs and our youngling. You're not with them.
With who?
Dale puts a hand on his neck and rubs his neck.
Pale.
They've been stealing our eggs and setting fires in our farms.
Who be they?
We've never seen them. We don't know. I'll say while you're talking, there's the two that kind of disappeared off to the upper area are continuing on their way.
Okay.
I do want to say that up here, this weird orange drawing is kind of a makeshift throne.
Oh, okay.
kind of. I do that with a touchpad.
Okay. All right. So someone's been in here burning your farms and stealing your eggs.
Who did that?
For how long?
Trying to remember. They'll tell you a time period. I don't remember exactly what time scale I set up, but it's been slightly longer than it's been happening in Grungrun.
Oh. Well,
We think they come from below.
Below?
oh.
I
Like,
don't like the sound of that.
What's below?
We were planning on collapsing that tunnel so they couldn't get us anymore.
okay.
Well, collapse the damn tunnel, you foolish git.
Bale, it's
But
what?
yeah, with like that kind of like harsh language, like perk up again and like ready their hammers, like they're gonna attack. But
Sorry,
they're not.
he's nervous. He really doesn't like being in under here. We really like to go actually.
I also didn't raise my weapon yet. I was just yelling at him.
Oh yeah, Bale's just
Yeah,
loud.
but yelling like.
It's sorry.
He's a little stressed.
It's like, well, let's. I need to remember my names. The tribe leader, as you can at least.
I want to know what his name is, Patrick.
Well, no, I mean, you don't know it in character. He's not going to volunteer that information. I do have it written down, but he says, well, let them go with the eggs, and I will take you to see Morlug.
Who?
Who the fuck be Morlug?
Morlug is our leader.
Oh, all right. And you're not going to try anything on us?
Yeah, how do we know you won't stab us in the back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just let the people go.
The people are already gone. They can't see them.
I will. Well, there's a couple. There's like the two you do see.
Yeah. No, we don't want to hurt them. They can go. We'll just right here.
Well, yeah. On that, he gives them a hand motion. They run over here. You can see in that area now.
Does the fire burn the eggs?
It doesn't. It warms them up. There was a red dragon wormling down there preparing for that.
I kind of wanted. Let's retcon. Let's fight that shit.
They grab eggs and they head up behind the throne and they just kind of disappear. They're all and they I guess at some point turn off their auras, their fiery auras. And then he said, "Okay, well," he said, "Me, I'm Borzux, tribe leader of the Eratis. I will take you to see Mirlug."
You're a tribe leader. Who's Morlug?
We worship Mirlug.
Oh shit.
Oh, is that your god then?
I mean, he is from the gods.
Right.
He's like their representative.
Oh, I see.
You can make a religion check.
All right, that's int again,
No.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's int.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about that because I rolled a 1, so I got a 5.
All right, cleric coming through in the pinch.
Yeah, let's see what the cleric
Vale,
does.
do you know things about religions?
Yeah, does Cleric know anything about religions?
I got a 14. I know 14 things about religion.
14 things.
Whole thing.
You know that the there's some sort of religious feud between kobolds and gnomes. They've got some sort of trapped god, and it's some sort of dragon thing. That's
Trap
So he,
god
like,
and dragon thing, huh?
he like puts his hand out, to like tell the wormling to like stand down, and it kind of does, and he like
So this
says,
red dragon is obeying this kobold. That's freaky.
kind of. I mean, it's not attacking, but it's not attacking you. It's at least going along with it. I don't know if it always obeys, but
Mhm. We're keeping an eye on this wormling.
yeah. So he says, "Well, come over this way," and he kind of goes into the darkness in this area.
All right.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah, the wormling kind of like narrows its eyes at you and like growls, but it's not.
Ah!
Bale, you scared me.
I'm just kind of like my neck is like turning by
Cereal.
like degrees every time I. Zero, get your ass up here.
Sorry.
You see him, and he kind of he kind of like calls down this hallway. Oh, great, Luke. We have help has arrived. They are not here to steal our eggs. Please come speak with them. And
Thanks, Lemon Grab.
and you hear kind of a loud noise of something heavy approaching. It takes a little while for it to get here, and in this area, it starts to appear to be lit from some fire, and from that you can see a huge set of jaws and eyes that glow as if they're made of magma themselves, and an ancient red dragon steps up.
Oh.
Bad, I think.
Felicity's gonna
And
like kind of grab
Give me a
on.
reason.
Gonna
Give
grab
me a
onto
reason
Cyril's.
not to sprint the other direction right now.
Yeah, the urchins just like grab each other's
They
hands
grab
and
each
they're
other.
like,
Borzix, what reason have you for bringing me here? He says, please, they wandered in. I think they don't want to steal our eggs. I don't know why they're here, but maybe they could help. And he's very probably rightfully so frightened of this ancient red dragon. So he leans down and he looks the three of you over and says, most interesting. Or, sorry.
Okay, Plum, get out of here.
I was about to be like, it's Plum's dad.
shit, he's here.
Okay, fine. All dragons sound that way. That's the dragon. That's dragon voice.
That's their accent.
Has this guy just been lurking up here since we got in this dungeon? Oh, that's terrifying.
I guess Borzig says that we worship him. He is from Kurtelmach. He is chosen dragon. We worship the dragons. And at this, Miralug kind of seems pleased with this. Seems pleased with being worshipped, and he looks and he said, I am not pleased that there are people in my dungeon, in my lair. But it is interesting to see a heron and a water soul here.
What was the first thing you
A
said?
hair.
Heron?
Oh, okay.
One of Cyril's tribe.
That's right.
Great and powerful dragon. We do not wish to disturb your peoples here.
We don't know. We're just.
And I do not wish to be disturbed.
We simply wish to find those who would trouble the up above, and we had reason to suspect before we knew that your magnificence was here. that they had fled below the ground. And now we hear from your followers that you have issues of your own in your domain.
It's the same sort of thing that's going on above ground too. It's probably the same people, I think.
Surely we
Cannot
know.
for above ground, but if you can, but perhaps you can help us out.
Oh, we'd love to help
You also
you.
see. He also. I do want to say, like behind him, in that cave area, there's a bunch of just like treasure, like piled high, like coins and goblets, and just
Oh, hello.
a whole lot of treasure.
Don't even think about it, Felicity.
I'd never. Please bail.
They seem very interested in talking, in particular, to Cyril.
Oh,
It has been many years since we have seen a heron out in the world. Tell me, what do you think of the lighthouses being extinguished? Oh wait, you're too young, aren't you?
Rip.
Tell you when you're old.
It has been many years since I have seen them extinguished and that power sealed away.
okay. I don't happen to them. I don't really know what it is that. I mean, they told me, but I don't really know what it is that I'm supposed to be. Everyone keeps saying that I'm a heron, but don't really know what that means. I'm just Cyril.
Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. It's just. Well, just Cyril. You are a heron.
You're a heron, Cyril. No, I'm
I'm a
not.
what?
A what?
I'm a what?
God damn it. I hate all of you.
He laughs, or they laugh and think that it's amusing that it is amusing that there is a heron that does not know their destiny, and along with a water soul that is not a heron. Interesting, very interesting.
I have seen many herons in the marshlands.
Fuck you, James.
But I am not what you say, whatever a heron is.
You're gonna have to roll deception on that, buddy.
What?
That he's seen herons, the birds?
Oh, I thought he was talking about.
Oh, you thought he meant no heron.
I thought he meant like more the people, and I was
Oh,
like,
I knew
no,
what
I
James
don't-
was putting down.
Yeah, I knew. I was thinking of what James was putting down.
James is an idiot. So jot that down.
That's true.
I'm just I mean, writing things down and saying them out loud are very different. I'm learning this now.
Yeah, I think you should usually say them out loud first
Yeah, okay.
and write them down.
Also, Bale is kind of terrified, and he's just babbling. So you know what?
Show.
At least he's being nice. I'm
is
proud of it.
This is the first time we've been confronted by something that's like objectively way out of his Bale's league.
What is this fellow's
So-
name? I don't remember how to say it.
Me or Luke?
Mirlug. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I think I sassed off at the griffin at the beginning, the Sphinx at the beginning,
Did.
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yes.
Bale was like, I don't know what the fuck a Sphinx is. He knows what an ancient red dragon
but then
is.
James got the monster manual.
I was like, oh.
Oh, that's like a CR20 creature or some bullshit or some
It's
high
only like
teens.
11 or 12,
Okay.
Mirlug.
I think. I don't remember. But at least a ancient red dragon is CR24. So
Yeah.
You're not
Which-
So jot that down.
It's
just-
funny.
you just gotta
It's
say-
really funny to me that you started listening to my podcast the night that you unleashed an ancient red dragon. And
do they have one in the podcast?
yeah, I'll tell you later.
I'm trying to
these
remember.
are bad fucking dudes.
I'm trying
You know-
Yeah,
Don't backmouth an ancient red dragon.
you don't. I'm trying to remember what all he just said. He just said that Cyril's too young and he wouldn't remember the lighthouses sealing everything away.
And it's weird that
Yeah.
he doesn't know his destiny.
Sealing the power away specifically.
Excuse me,
He
Miss.
said it's weird. He's weird that's a heron that doesn't know his
Yeah.
destiny, and it's weird that's a water soul that's not a heron.
Mr. Miralug.
I know I've been bad about this as Patrick, but I use they pronouns.
Your Highness
just-
Miralug.
Just
So that's good.
yes.
Okay.
He doesn't seem super interested really talking to you, but he's like acknowledges Felicity.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm sorry. What were you talking about, like, his destiny?
He is a guardian of the lighthouses. I would not expect you to know that. But I'm surprised that he does not know it himself. They decide the destiny of the lighthouses, and long ago, they decided to seal. They decided to seal away the elemental powers.
Okay.
Why did they do that?
But information comes at a price.
Of course. Yeah, that's how this works.
I will tell you more if you do. If you will help out the Eritis clan of kobolds. They are weak and foolish, and at this Borzuk's right there is like, yes, weak and foolish. Weak and foolish. But they do bring treasure to my horde. They do bring glory to the name of Miralug. And if you help them, I will provide more information.
All right.
It would be our greatest pleasure, Your Magnificence.
Yeah.
They are pleased with
Me.
Bale. Like,
Yes.
he wasn't, or they weren't super interested in talking to anyone but Cyril. But now that Bale's kind of like, now that Bale's schmoozing, like,
He's kind of smoozing, yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
funny.
yeah,
Bale knows when to hold them and when to fold them. Is all I'm saying.
well, wait here one moment, and he goes off. Still, I mean, he's a gargantuan creature. So
Yeah, how
it's kind
big is
of
this fucking room? Is what I want to know.
his room behind it? It's farther than you can see and just filled with treasure.
Okay.
I guess you can surmise that there is some sort of opening in the top where they can fly in and out, but
These fuckers are like 40 by 30 or something like that. They're like
they are 4x4 squares. So he's kind of cramped. They're kind of cramped in here right now to talk to you, to like, I guess, talk to their subjects.
All right.
So he kind of lumbers off. And lumber's not the right word, because I mean he's big, and it's still like you can feel the ground shake, but they're still pretty lithe for their size, and moves off quickly, and comes back with a tiny rapier in its mouth.
oh god, it's a fucking toothpick.
He's walking on his hands, but he gets there and he says, "A gift for you, Heron," and he hands it out for Cyril to take. They hand it out for Cyril to take.
There you go.
What is this? I didn't quite catch
A
that.
rapier.
It's a rapier, very ornately made. Along the blade are familiar symbols of, like very similar to your tattoo. Along there, and it's got pretty fancy hilt and pommel. Like it's just very very ornately made, but also seems to be sturdy.
Damn,
You know,
look at
it's
that.
it's
Oh, thank you.
Say thank you.
Sorry, did you not hear me? I said thank
Oh,
you.
no, I did not hear you say any
no,
words.
no,
Ah,
we didn't.
I
I
did.
did say
I did. I heard it.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Thank you.
That may answer your questions. Now go, continue on your quest. Save these weak and foolish kobolds from their destruction.
We will do
Right.
it.
And then he
We'll
kind
try.
of wanders off.
All right.
Bale like visibly deflates a little bit. He's just like,
Your magnificence, eh, Bale?
if you had a brain in your skull, you'd say the same.
I think she
And
did.
I said your
The only
highness.
one to recognize my magnificence.
I said your
He
highness.
says from far away and he's around. And
Cyril, what's that thing? Do you even know how to wield one of them?
In theory, yes, but let me
I've read
have a
the
look
books.
at it.
I can show you a little thing or
in
two if you need.
books.
Do we see now that we have an extra little bit of time? Does he notice anything about it or anything?
What is this?
Yeah.
So it is a magic rapier, and shortly after you are holding it, you hear a voice in your head.
Oh shit! Sentient
Um,
weapons.
Oh,
How the turntables.
I don't have a voice for Fea Heleg, but it
Gesundheit?
introduced itself. It introduced itself as Fea Heleg.
You were all over the place with these names tonight.
Fea Heleg.
Kudos.
I generated a random dragon name, and I liked Mjorlug. I generated a random kobold name, and I liked Borzux. Eratis I took from someone else's campaign. They made a bunch of different kobold clans, and I like that name. Fea Heleg comes from Elvish, so
Yeah,
kind of.
Elvish. Yeah, Fea seems very Elvish.
Yep. The rapier is cold in your hands, like supernaturally so. I guess if it's telepathic, it doesn't really have a voice, but
I want it to have a voice so
it has
that
a
I can
voice.
talk to it better. Voice sound like.
I am Fea Heleg, created to serve the herons in guarding the lighthouses, and I am pleased to be useful again.
Oh, Cyril
What
almost drops
might
it.
I call you?
Cyril, he's talking out loud, by the way.
Felicity gives him a look.
Oh, y'all probably can't hear the sword, but you can
No,
hear
we can't hear
Cyril.
the
No,
sword
I'm
at
just
all.
looking at Cyril
Here,
talk to. He almost
I'll
dropped.
reply in.
Okay, that
Jumped and
works.
almost.
He
and
yeah, he
dropped
almost
it.
dropped it, and Felicity tried to like catch it almost in case he did, like kind of just put her
He
hands
said,
out.
"Oh, I'm Cyril. I'm waiting on
Is
God."
he DMing you or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sending her a message on
Oh, good.
Discord.
Cool.
It's nice to meet you too. How are you talking to me in my head?
Cyril,
It's kind of a dumb question for Cyril to ask.
listen, you.
It's not. It's not usually swords that talk to me in my head, though. It's usually people.
Cyril, are you talking to
Wait.
that sword?
Is that sword talking to you, boy?
Is it talking back?
That's the more depressing
it talked
question.
to me first. It says its name is Fia Heleg. And
That
That's
sounds
a
mighty
mouthful.
elvish.
That's a mouthful.
the Herons again. Think
Alright.
it's some kind of sentient weapon.
Oh? Like that
It's
sword's
really
got
slow.
that sword's got a brain.
Be careful, boy. Don't trust
don't know.
anything that you can't see where it keeps its brain.
Weston said the same thing about Sunny.
That's just what magic swords are like.
Where's
Oh,
that? Where's that?
okay.
Oh,
It,
Christ.
it's from Harry Potter.
Is it Harry Potter? Okay. Get the fucking references mixed up sometimes.
I didn't know what it
I
was from.
I never mix anything up.
Not
I've
never.
never mixed a thing up in my life.
I've never done anything wrong in my life ever.
Okay, you have a personality and intellect. How do you work?
Where do you keep your
You
motive?
do. Where do you?
Where do you- how do you? That's a weird question. How do you work?
Yeah.
Fucking magnets.
Yeah, it's all just
How do they work?
like mirrors and smoke, right? What's our kobold friend doing while this is happening?
Picking his nose.
Yeah. Well, I'm having a sword
He-
conversation.
Yeah, he's kind of like, looking at you like you're crazy. I mean, like you're crazy. Like he does not ever like you must be like blessed by the gods, like the way he's looking at you, because normally the flow of items goes to Murlug. Murlug very rarely gives anything out. The only, well, I don't know that this would ever come up in conversation, but the only magic item that the only magic item that Borzux has seen anyone give out is that bag that you found.
Mm.
Oh, I guess spoilers. That's a magic bag.
I
Speaking
wanted to ask the sword what kind of abilities does it have? Because sword kind of person most of the time.
Um,
A lot of
Yeah,
magic,
so
but I don't do a lot of
I mean,
melee
it'll kind of
combat.
tell you what it does as far as like mechanically. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up.
Mechanically, what does it do?
Mechanically, it is.
it doesn't have a name, or is this a homebrew thing?
Patrick, nobody can hear you.
He's a sword.
I pressed Control F in thing to find something. So
Yeah.
You
no,
fool!
there, I press Control C, Control V, and then
Ooh.
Control again. Yeah, it's a Frost brand rapier.
Wait a minute. That's a something. What is that from? Other
I've
than
seen it in a
D&D.
lot of video games. Like it seems like a pretty common just
Yeah. Anyways, it's
Frost
probably a really old thing that's been used.
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
All right. I have a question for you, sword whose name is no longer within my field of vision. Thea Haleg.
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 Do I have to be the one to use you? Because I'm not really a sword kind of person. Like, let someone else who uses rapiers use you. All right. If I ask you nicely, will you work for my sister?
Aw.
Like it's a dope sword, but yours doesn't need to be in melee.
Are you talking, Patrick? Or are you
No.
typing?
Typing.
Okay. Cool.
Felicity's just watching her brother talk to a sword. Honestly, not
Doesn't it come over
entirely,
here
not
and
entirely
look at this
new.
Yeah, but this time the sword's actually talking back.
That's the thing.
Talking back to me is the thing.
Bill's just peering at this wormling now.
Um. All right. It says it will work for you. It requires attunement
For me,
because
but that's
I'm not going to use it. I'm not really a sword.
yeah, but am I allowed to?
It said it would do as I told it to, and I said I wanted it to work for you.
Are you sure?
You're special too, Felicity.
All right.
And
Yeah.
to use it, if something gets too close to me, I have other spells. If
Okay. If you're sure, I'll take really good care of it. And if you want it back though, you just got to tell me and I'll give it back to you.
that sounds fine,
Okay.
and I'll give the sword to Felicity. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll kind of gingerly reach my hand out and take the sword from Cereal and hold it in my hand. Hello.
I really wanted to have a voice, Patrick. I like it better when you do the voice.
I want to see what it messes to me.
I mean, if it's something that's really vital for us not to hear, just tell us to take our headphones off.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And it
But then we
slows
can-
down.
Yeah.
fine. I
Down
was
as
have to
having
think
to
of a
do it.
voice.
I really liked the voice you used a second ago. It was like just like
Fancy enough.
Okay.
That
Oh,
wasn't
God.
it. That was not it.
That wasn't it. That
All
wasn't it.
right.
that was like taco.
Hello.
I'm a magic sword.
Okay,
Hate
you can
that.
have it
That
back.
was
You can
Garfield.
have it back,
That was like
Cyril.
Garfield.
No, that was Garfield the
No,
Deals
that
Warlock.
was Garfield the Deals Warlock.
Okay.
Out
I'm
of
Fa- I am
Hello.
Fair Haleg. I am working with you as commanded by the Heron. By Cyril.
All right. I'm Felicity, and that's me brother. And that over there's Vale.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Good to meet you, Faya Haleg.
Bill waves.
It, it sees that.
Can we
Okay.
can we call you Faya, or is that a little too familiar?
I prefer Fair Haleg.
All right. All right.
Good to meet you, Thea.
I prefer Fair Haleg.
She says she
What is it?
prefers Faya Haleg, is what the source says.
says.
You do look more like a Thea to me.
That's what they said. Yeah, I know. I was trying to get us to call her Faya because that's funny.
Like Faya. Cyril's going to call her Faya Haleg because he's not rude, but Bale calling her Faya is funny.
Yeah, it is. I'll call her
If
Faya Haleg.
If Cyril did start calling her Faya, then she would begrudgingly accept that. So
Cyril's
only-
not a rude bitch, though.
He's not.
But
This is Faya Haleg. And
I don't think Bale's gonna have much interaction with it, anyways. So
I'm going to be very careful with you, and I hope we can work well together, Faya Haleg.
we will work together.
Great,
Oh,
great.
ouch.
Swell to meet you, Faya Haleg, and she just puts her down in her scabbard.
all right.
All right, mate.
I'll go ahead and say that that Fair Haleg attunes to you.
Okay.
Because it does require attunement, and I don't want to
Yeah.
spend the hour or so.
Let me pull up what it
And
does so I can see.
Cyril, do you think you could
the-
use this poopin' sack?
Don't call it that.
Oh, it's an
Well, we don't
extra
have a
1d6
proper
gold.
name for it, so I just call
Yeah.
it a poopin' sack.
Do?
That's a sad sack, is what that is.
Sad sack do.
I feel like it might give you some options at close range.
the sad sack. The sad sack sprays out a 20-foot cone of acid, fire, or cold, depending where the dial is pushed. Once per day, it refills at dawn. It sprays a
That's
20-foot cone of
Dawn of
and it does
second day.
2d10 damage of that type for 1d4 plus 1 rounds. It does the damage each round.
Do you okay?
that
So like,
sounds cool.
you think Cyril
drop-
would like that, Tara?
Yeah, that would be cool. That sounds neat. I mean, Cyril could use it or Bale could use it.
I don't think Bale would use it very often.
Serial using it's very funny.
I like it.
I would like for Cyril to have to squeeze a whoopee cushion in
I
battle.
would too. That's very
Okay,
good.
cool. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
So yeah,
Yeah, all right. I can
I'll
take
give it
that.
to Cyril then.
Take
All right,
the
you
sad
take it.
sack. Take the sad sack.
Take the
Sad
pumping
sack.
sack from me.
Because
I'm not going to call it that.
if you
so
hit someone
it's
with
not-
it, they'll be sad,
It's the
I'll call it the sad
pumping
sack.
sack.
He said.
and then
you
there'll
pump
be then there'll be a sad sack once you hit them with it. There's double. It's like a double meaning, Bale. Do you get it?
Ever.
I do, but I still like the literalness of the pump sack.
That sounds like something that we all should not ever see in battle.
That sounds like a sex thing.
That sounds like your favorite sock is what that sounds like.
Ew. You're in timeout, lady.
You're not me, Dad.
I cast silence on Lucy.
She flips you a double bird.
Classic.
Oh, all right, mate. All right. Well, I've got Fairleg, me buddy, who doesn't seem to like me too well in me pocket, in me holster here.
Borzuk's, I guess, aside from being confused, will say, "Well, I will show you where we think they're coming from."
All right. Lay down.
Full.
And he goes back to down here.
I don't know where you went. Oh, okay.
Pretty much straight down. Like he follows the tunnels out and around, avoiding traps, and ends up down.
The weak bitch corridor.
At the weak bitch corridor where
Where's
they were
Cyril?
going to collapse it.
Cyril, get your ass down.
I had to select something and change
Sorry.
my character. Hold
Keep
on.
up, lad.
You just can't see me for one moment. 'cause
Bale.
I'm reading.
What, Felicity?
Say the thing, James. He's pushing
Which-
you over the line.
You're pushing me over the fucking line, Cyril. I don't remember what the actual words were.
That was it.
Yeah,
Cool.
you did it.
No, I'm not.
That was pure instinct.
You're pushing me over the fucking line.
You're pushing me over the fucking line, Cyril. You're going to Hogwarts.
No, I'm not.
You're going to learn the magic. The owl will deliver your mail.
Oh my god. Alright, so we follow Borzak. Oh, an owl's gonna deliver your mail.
And he said, through there we were going to collapse the tunnel. Go down that way. And then he
You first.
he runs.
Okay,
God.
from
Hold on.
He
No,
runs
no.
back like he's not going down that area.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh wow.
Yep, he's gone.
Oh
All right, so if I peek my head in there, do I see like a lay down or something?
You've explored this. You sent
Yeah, I thought we went in there.
yeah, you did, and up, or at least you sent
Oh, it's the lava zone.
yeah,
Right?
it's the
Okay.
lava zone. There's a way it keeps going up north. If you follow that path to your right that goes up, it follows through into another area.
This is a really good dungeon. Good job, Patrick.
I like it.
Thanks.
I am fan.
Well then let's go to floor 2.
Oh shit.
Let's go, LETSGO.
Big G, little low.
Having flashbacks.
And so after, I'll assume that you carefully step around the pillars so it does not collapse on you.
Yeah.
Um, and you find yourself in, you walk down a hallway, and as you get further down the hallway, it starts to appear less as a cavern and
Gone.
turn.
I
Did I
can
press
hear him.
control?
No.
I hear
I
him.
can hear you now. As you get down the hallway and then you fade it out.
Oh, it appears less as a cavern and more as an actual hallway. You show up into some ancient ruins.
Dun dun dun.
This area is much nicer than the last area. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, why would they
Look how
collapse it? It's so
Look
nice
how
in here.
even and regular everything is.
Yeah.
Why don't they live down here?
Yeah, instead of that other corridor with all the graffiti that says weak bitch and has dicks everywhere.
But I don't think Miorlug would fit down here.
Probably not.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's too big.
They're like huge.
He is quite gargantuan.
They're yeah, that's the word I'd use for them, gargantuan. It's a good
Well,
word.
that's also what the book uses.
That's what they
that's
want.
actual,
That's what
like,
they
class
are.
size. Yeah, yeah. They're a gargantuan
They
red,
are a
ancient red
gargantuan.
dragon.
That's like the second biggest, right? Colossal, maybe above that. I don't know.
I think they're. I mean, they're. I don't know how far the names go, but of course, you can.
You can
go
do
for,
whatever you want.
Yeah.
A 20 by 20.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna play Shadow of the Colossus.
Hey, I'm down. I climb to his foreleg and I examine for a weak point.
Alright, so here we are. Do we need to drag ourselves onto the map?
Yeah. You'll
Boop.
be down. Down
Lava.
in this kind of.
Bale, no! The
Bale's in
floor is
lava.
lava!
Yeah, that floor is
We're
lava.
playing a game, everybody.
As you get down here, like
Gave up and turned to the sea.
the walls are kind of like cracked with and there's like magma behind it, so it is actually a lit area.
A
It doesn't
lich area?
Oh,
lit.
shit, Valindra's in
You can
here.
This area is lit as fuck.
There's a lich here?
This area is lit as hell.
I extinguish my light spell then, I guess,
Okay.
at some point.
Yeah, it's yeah. The walls kind of have their own natural light in here.
Oh, shit.
The other thing that you'll notice is, well, I guess Felicity's the first to notice it with her dope-ass passive perception.
Dab.
You see a lot more of those large footprints going off in that direction.
But not so large that they would belong to mirror
That-
him.
A
no,
giant
no,
red
they're-
dragon.
Them. No.
Do they look like they were like a booted print, or does it look like an animal print,
It's-
or something?
More amorphous than that.
Okay.
Okay.
An amoeba was through here.
Yeah. Do I see any
Came
osmosis
popping
going on?
through.
Any mitosis happening?
Is it like a trail or is there like individual footprints?
Is there a goo trail?
I don't like those words.
You don't like
Goo
goo
Well, I-
trail?
trail
I wanted
from
to
the
know how-
pump bag.
Yeah. See, look, close the pump bag up. You're gooing all over the place.
Oh, sorry.
It happens to all of us.
It better not.
Yes, it does.
Fea Haleg, oh, gross. Felper just shook
Haleg.
her head, and now there's
There's
Felper
goo.
just shook her head.
Yeah.
Now there's goo all over my notes.
Probably deserved it.
Better than your nose, am I right?
Yeah, you're definitely right.
Boy. What does Fire her leg say?
Oh, Fea Haleg, well,
She says,
Sorry. no, but it's
Oh,
telepathic, so
sorry.
it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. But
Okay.
so well, this is. It's good to be back here. These are, well, a holy place for the Fire Lighthouse.
Oh.
Have not seen it in such disrepair, though.
Uh, Freya Haleg says this is a holy place for the fire lighthouse.
A holy place for fire is a profane place for me.
Is that how it works?
I think so, yeah.
It's like, what is that, like rock, paper, scissors?
It's more of like a elemental triangle sort of thing.
All right. Well, there's
Boulder
four.
parchment shears.
But there's four of them. See, is the thing.
See, yes, but
Yeah,
then you
it's
have
not
to,
exactly like
for
boulder
balance
parchment
purposes, you
shears.
add in extra elements such as electricity and stone, and then you have sort of a pentagram thing going on.
Right.
Exactly.
Where does heart fit in all this?
Where is what?
Heart.
Heart. Heart doesn't come till Generation 6 with the introduction of fairy types.
Gotcha. Good to know.
I thought we were making a Captain Planet.
And I was, but you know,
I was with Pokemon first, and I caught it, and I didn't want to backpedal. And,
we're good. All right. So it's a holy place, but it's in disrepair. She says. Excuse me. I keep saying she for Freya Haleg. I
Are
don't.
you gingering the sword, Mallory?
Yes, I am by
Yeah,
accident.
I mean, that seems good. I mean, I didn't have one really picked out, and it's a sword, so like, I think she's good.
Okay. The sword says. This
Yeah,
is a holy
she-
place that's in disrepair.
Patrick, this trail on the ground, is that real? Is this there? What is
Yeah,
this?
that's the footprints.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a drag mark.
Yeah.
Is it a trail like that?
I didn't make exact footprints, but
So
you can kind of see the footprints. They're a lot more concentrated
Okay.
here, and you can tell like
They're like
What
distinct though,
direction
rather
they're
than like
going.
a trail.
Yeah, no, it's not. Something's not been dragged down here.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
want to know. I'd like to perceive and see if there's anything going on over here, or just like I want to look there.
In the
All whatever
This
this
area?
is. Where-
it's a collapsed area. You can tell
Okay.
that this room kind of would have been gone on, and you could see like a hallway going up this way, but
okay.
it's collapsed and there's no way to get through.
Okay, and can I like do some perception of the tracks and things like that to see where we're going? Just going up here.
Yeah.
If I notice anything, I guess. I didn't roll.
Roll perception.
Like not very good. Like an 11.
But I'm also actively looking down
Um,
this hallway now. So.
All right, hold on a second. Let me see. Where's
We
that? What the hell is that?
Oh
Okay. Okay.
shit! James, no. The fire alarm went off. He said
Yeah, I heard that.
that was just a
sucks.
cheap jump scare, not true horror.
Yeah.
That got me, boys.
Yeah, me too.
The fire alarm, he says. Man, if James had been sleeping, he'd been so pissed.
Yeah.
Man.
Boy, I'm gonna get an ice cream bar real fast.
Mm. Yeah, I like the sword a lot, Patrick. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. That's really why I was excited for this session.
Cute. If there's one thing I love, it's a magic item. And if there's another thing I love, it's a magic item with a bad attitude.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a good attitude towards Cyril.
What
And
has
Cyril's
some
like,
attitude?
You want me to what, mate? The sword.
Oh, yeah, it likes Cyril, right?
Yeah.
I don't think she likes me very much. I just get a feeling.
I don't know how to Sorry.
It's
It's a
okay.
good sword, though.
She's very fancy.
What does the sword look like, Patrick?
Um, give me a second. Uh, I'm writing these things down so I don't forget what happens here.
Our cabinet to see there's something I want to drink.
And I guess when James gets back, or maybe next session, we'll roll initiative as both Bale and Felicity feel fire hit them.
Do we get to try to jump?
I rolled attack rolls,
Oh, gotcha.
and 25 should hit both of you.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would.
Yep.
Icy cream.
It's a rapier. It's the hilt has ornate symbols of and at like the base of the blade there is the symbol that is on Cyril's chest, that sigil or whatever. There's markings going up the blade that kind of especially in this hotter atmosphere, they kind of like fog up because it's cold against like the particularly hot air.
Mhm.
The the hand guard goes down from like the base of the blade down to the pommel. It's got kind of like winding it's not like a full like covers your whole handguard. It's got like winding strands of intricately forged metal to like kind of make it look like there's cascading water or ice there at the handle.
Nice.
I like it.
That'll count as a magic weapon for overcoming damage resistance, right, Patrick?
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
Nice, 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 nice.
Oh, also another reason for giving this to Felicity was at least Bale and Cyril can do other magical damage.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
with things starting to get that kind of resistance, I didn't want to gimp Felicity just because she's a rogue.
Dab.
Your
That and
rogue needs to be magic.
what?
I said you have to let your rogue learn magic. Do it, you coward. Should we stop the recording?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I mean, we can always pick it back
What?
up, right? If James comes back.
Well, I don't know how to stitch them together.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Back in, but the alarm's still going off, so hopefully it'll stop soon.
Okay, yeah. It'll be like our little break we took.
Yeah.
Someone burnt chicken, everyone.
ugh, gross.
Yeah, this is kind of a
All right,
natural
well, I'm
stopping
gonna-
point.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink, but yeah, it is kind of we can pick up with the start of this combat next week if we want.
No, we'll see what James says.
Yeah, I mean this combat won't be long because as you can probably guess, invisible things are hitting you, and
Oh, those
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
all right. Well, I'm gonna grab a drink either way.
Okay, I actually think I can do something about that. Let me look at my spells. I can at least make him let Cyril able to be able to find him. Hmm. Mm-mm.
I was about to type in here, but then I realized I could just put on my headset and talk. Um, yeah, I don't think this combat won't really last long because I don't. You don't really have a method for hitting like these invisible creatures
Hmm.
without. I mean, I guess without disadvantage, and I think that makes for a shitty fight.
I have a way of hitting it,
You
but it's
got
just
Naya.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have several AoEs, but what I have is Mind Spike, and it stops the thing from becoming invisible.
yeah, but they're already
It's no
invisible.
benefit from that condition to me. It's a Wisdom save, though.
Yeah, but you have to. I mean, but you
Target
still have
it.
to make an attack roll, right? Oh no, you said it's a wisdom
Oh,
save.
it's a Wisdom save.
Okay. I mean, you still have to kind of like point it in the right direction, though.
Well, came from behind Felicity, right?
Um, flavor-wise, at least, let me put that one.
The range of it's 60 feet. Yeah, there's like not a
Yeah.
mechanic to give me disadvantage on making saving throw spells. I was like, oh, it's invisible? All right. Cool.
We'll go
I
ahead and
actually think I can do something about this. I have a question.
what's up?
Felicity has something for, excuse me, um, her rogue type, where she can use a bonus action to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object. Would that help?
Nice.
Would help, right?
Um,
So,
y- I'll let you use that to kind of like tell direction, but I think that's more for like if they're like actively hiding
Yeah, like I
versus
mean, it's not like I can suddenly see invisible things, not
yeah, you
yet.
can't like you
But
can't like see the invisible,
but
but
like if there's like the dust, they're kicking dust in the ground or something like that.
yeah,
Kind of know
yeah,
where they're at. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, this is eventually. This will be her shit. 1 second, I'm gonna grab Xanathos and look at it.
So you see the turn order, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Who? Tell me who's on the turn order.
Us free.
Okay,
the
because
three of us.
I added some stuff from the GM layer, and I wanted to make sure you didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
that.
looking at these rogues, boy. Felicity stuff, like higher up, is so good.
Yeah. I think at a certain level, Cyril's just like, yeah, I can see invisibility.
Yeah.
I think it's 10, but I'm not sure. The kids are like, we saw that.
Yeah, they really. That's like what they are. Like they, both of them are very much like
You can't
sight
even you
based.
can't even think it.
No, you can't. They know.
I saw that and I heard that.
You're disgusting. Yeah, eventually she gets a thing where she can sense illusion shape changers not in their original form and other like tricky magic.
Shin.
Or she knows when something's trying to trick her.
10th level seal gets see invisibility. Use my action to increase your powers of perception.
Do you know what I'm excited for? At ninth level, as long as I'm not moving more than my half my speed in the same turn, I get advantage on any perception or investigation check.
Big look.
Forever.
Forever. Yes, we just have to not move too much, and
Yeah,
that's not even
that's
very hard.
so that's going to be
Going
cool.
that fast.
Eventually.
Oh yeah, Bale said that he's looking down that hallway, so I want to
Okay.
get that.
I'm like sitting here like, man, I really have to pee. I wonder when we're gonna take a. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I can just go to the bathroom right
You
now.
can do
You
that.
can just piss in your chair if you want.
I'm going to.
You can't.
Oh, are you trying to stop me?
I'll throw your chair out if you do. You can, but there will
You
be
can bring it to
consequences.
my house.
Chair?
Yeah.
I'm gonna carry the piss chair all the way to your house.
I'm bringing it to a dumpster. So
That's where I live, bitch.
Ha! Anyway, I'm going to the bathroom. Bye.
Okay. Those are his feet, you bitch.
like, I like the meme, but I also want to know what he was doing with socks on in the hot tub.
What?
Lil Wayne had socks on in the hot tub.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Those are his hooves, you bitch.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, welcome back. Tara just went off to the bathroom.
How loud was that alarm on y'all's end?
Oh, I mean,
It
you
was
can listen
very
to
loud.
yeah.
God, it scared the crap out of me.
Same.
Like standing outside in the air, you can just fucking smell cooking chicken.
Great.
And
There, that's why has Lil Wayne got socks on in the jacuzzi?
oh, that's weird.
Because they're cozy.
No, wet
Yeah, y'all-
socks are awful.
Hey, this is accurate. Yeah, like on the way out, I met the maintenance guy, and he was like, "Yeah, someone just burnt their chicken. You can go back to your rooms, but it's hella loud in here."
So yeah,
So I was like-
why?
So I just went back outside, and then I got tired of standing around, and I just went back up the fire escape anyways. And as I was opening the door to get into my hallway, the alarms were turned off. So it was
That's
excellent
nice.
timing.
Excellent.
Yeah, these invisible things are pretty much just going to, I don't even know that we really need to do actual combat because they're just going to kind of like
There's invisible
hit you
things.
and move on their way. Yeah. Oh yeah, I typed it into the Roll20 chat before I forgot. But you Bale and Felicity
Oh,
deal
shit.
hits, dealing. Oh, that is fire damage for both of you.
Rude.
So yeah, There's invisible things that you can
I
try
think
and fight, but they're pretty much just gonna. I guess metagaming, they're pretty much just gonna leave you alone.
so. They're invisible. I don't have any idea what they are or look like or anything.
You know that they felt like they did fire damage on you.
Ow. They
Ow.
burned me.
Oh, the
Felicity
fan
has
light
resistance to
gives
fire damage, by the
resistance.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get half of that damage then, don't I?
Yep.
So is that 6?
6. Yep.
Good.
It's rounded down. I guess rounded down except for a minimum of 1.
God, can I still math? 64 minus 9 is 55, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Math.
Math is
Arithmetic.
hard.
It's the third R.
Reading, writing, arithmetic.
Reading, like I was trying to fill in the 3 R's, and mine were reading, writing, roller derby.
Ain't that just the way?
Ain't it just the way?
It is just the way.
Is there anything interesting soon, or are we gonna call it a night?
I was figuring like we'd either call it a night here, or you can try and get some hits off on these invisible things, or
Okay, I swing at the invisible thing.
okay.
Do I hit it?
Which
I swing
make an attack. Go ahead and use your pointer. Point where you want to like hit.
I want to swing
We'll
at
wait for
3 o'clock.
Use your.
I'm not.
You've got like a pinger.
What?
You use your pinger.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Let me use my pinger and
No,
ping over here
don't.
at 2 o'clock.
Do
Ping.
not
Wait.
put your pinger away.
Get pinged. Hey,
All right,
Felicity.
What? No! Tara's been typing for 1,000 years.
Yeah, I think she left something on her keyboard.
She did, or maybe the cat did it. I don't know. She's out of the turlet.
Were there any shotguns in there?
No shotguns. Actually, we'll have to ask her.
What are y'all motherfuckers up to?
You were
Any
typing for
shotguns in the
1,000
turlet?
We've been typing for 1,000 years. Yeah, are there any shotguns in the turlet?
Oh, damn. Oh, no, this is just a line of G's from where I left my headset on the keyboard.
It's,
You should hit
so
enter.
you could say it's a G string.
No.
No, probably not. I probably wouldn't say that.
It would not be
I will.
inaccurate.
I'll say it. It's a G string.
I hate that. Thanks.
Yeah, just try and stop God.
Okay. Click X.
Oh, okay.
All right. In a move that I feel like is very futile, I'm gonna swing my sword right there.
All right, make an attack roll at disadvantage.
That's not a D20. That is a D8.
You can roll a D8 for attack if you really want to, but it's not going to help you out.
I got all my shit got closed. What's my modifier? Like a 5, I think.
That sounds about right.
Sounds reasonable.
It's around an 11 or a 12. So,
You swing wildly. I'll just rather than actually trying to deal with the combat, because they're pretty much just gonna
Picking up Patrick.
I heard him.
I was saying, instead of just dealing with combat, I'll because I don't really want to have to deal with invisible things, if we're going to be honest. I'll just I'll have you each make an attack, because they're pretty much just hitting you and continuing on their way.
Well, I'm going to try to see with my ability.
Your elf
Well, I have something as an inquisitive rogue that lets me kind of try to spot where a hidden thing is. and God
Ooh.
said I could use it to try and see whereabouts they were, so we could maybe hit better potentially if we kind of know where they're at. Um, anyway, I rolled a 14, and she's got a +9 bonus to that, so
Um,
23.
you
23.
you see pretty much right in front of you
Can I try to
uh,
hit?
a new big footprint appear. Yeah,
I'm
you can
gonna
make an attack roll.
swing Freya her leg.
My leg.
My leg.
Like a baseball bat.
Yeah, no, that's not how. What? No.
Cyril, we need to work on your
Cyril,
your sword
that's
fighting.
a
Holding the
rapier.
blade and swinging the
Cracking
that
it
is
across the creature.
Cyril,
Um,
sign yourself up for the basic combat class with Uncle Bale.
baseball. Is Bale going to teach us
What?
baseball?
Bale, will you throw the ball with me?
I rolled an
I
11 to try to hit that.
Bale, will you play catch with me? I want
uh,
to play catch with Bale.
Oh god, I will play
Bale,
catch with
we-
Cyril.
you don't connect
I don't connect.
with
I
anything.
tried.
And we'll give Cyril
Use your pump back.
No.
Oh, I don't have any idea of where they are, so like an AoE is not ideal.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Well, I have something that can hit it. It just has to make a wisdom save.
Mm.
Fire
So,
Felicity.
one hit Bale and one hit Felicity, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Well, based on where the hits came from, where they were hit, where was Felicity hit?
Well, you
She's in the back.
you know that Felicity was swinging in this direction, and you can probably make. I don't know if she said anything out loud, but she was.
I was hitting it right in front of me.
Yeah, she
It doesn't
did
really
see
matter. I'm not making an
footprints
attack
there.
roll. I just I'm gonna go for the one that's over by Felicity, and I'm gonna cast Mind
Yeah.
Spike.
All right, makes a
Save.
wisdom save.
Fine,
It's
spot.
wisdom.
And no, this is fine.
It rolled a 9.
No, that doesn't pass. So, what it does, it takes 3d8 psychic damage. 1,
All right.
2, and damn it, I'm 8 and 15 psychic damage, and it cannot benefit from becoming invisible to me. It can't
But it
become
already.
hidden
I
from
mean,
me.
okay. I mean, so yeah, you know where this one is.
This one is.
I don't think I can make it just available to one person, but I'll
And
move it there.
I'm gonna keep wailing on that till it's dead. So
Okay.
Oh shit, that's a big boy.
and then I'm gonna use I'm gonna move away from it because that's really close to me now that I know where it is.
We
Alright,
can't see
where
it
are you
though,
moving?
right?
No.
Hidden from me.
Well, from you.
So I move away from it, and I can.
Does a 22
can I
hit you?
see it? Me?
Yep.
Oh, 22 hits Cyril. His AC is like 15 or something. Cyril's one small boy, and
He takes 6 fire damage.
88. Okay, and if I can see it, I'm going to tell the others roughly where it is.
It's right
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
next to you.
Right direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I do that.
So these things are, roughly uninterested in you. Oh, I'm not on the right layer. And it's gonna keep walking down this way.
Mhm.
And I do want to describe what's in this far room here because it is important, and I guess we'll have to go a little bit farther than. So in here in here is a lamp. It's on like a fancy altar. That looks like looks like it's a fire, and the lamp is like right in the middle of it. I mean, it's a stone altar, so you know it's not actually on fire, and it's shedding just a sliver of light out. Let me just a sliver of light out, like this way.
Just like one beam of light, like super Indiana
Yeah,
Jones
yeah.
style.
It's like, it's well, it's a hooded lantern, and it's mostly closed except for a beam of light that goes out about to. Actually, let me see the range on here because I need to. Just so I can see how much you can see. Okay. And yeah, we'll say it works out that way. It's not supposed to be this far, but empowered by being on that pedestal, sure. You can see that when this creature gets about here, you can see in the sliver of light, you can see that part of it.
Okay.
Is it like a
Oh,
couple inches sort
nice.
of thing?
Yeah, you can see like a couple inches of it, and it's gonna, nope, that's not what I wanted to grab. It's gonna continue following up this path, up this way. I guess Cyril will still know where it is. The other creatures will do the same. They're gonna kind of like follow this path. So you'll see. Let's see.
28.
You'll see another one, and a third one will kind of pass through this light and continue on upwards. Out of this light, they are invisible again.
Interesting. Remember that inscription, boys?
Uh-oh.
Vaguely, yeah.
The one about the hidden light or the hidden fire or something?
Yeah.
Invisible
The
fire.
invisible flame or whatever?
I'm sure if we scroll up in the chat, it's right there.
Patrick, nobody heard you.
Light the invisible fire.
Yeah.
So you need to kidnap one of these fuckers and drag him.
Maybe. We got to light the invisible fire.
Use them.
So
Use
saw,
their bodies as kindling.
The invisible fire.
We got to light it.
You got the light.
You got a light, mate?
You got the light, mate.
I have a fireball.
I've got a lightning bolt.
Or a dragon's breath, which is also fire.
You also have a pump sack with lava.
Yeah, we do.
I
We got a
do.
sad sack.
Lava.
A pump and sad sack.
Oh boy.
Balestrop trying to make pump sack happen. It's not going to happen.
I'll make whatever I want happen.
All right.
Yeah, so they continue on their way following that path, and you saw that they were visible in that beam of light from the lantern.
All right. On, sort of, unless we want to chase them. But I want to look at this lantern.
Yeah, you can tell that the other one's kind of following up like this way. I don't know exactly how far it's going to get in, during this time that you're going. But okay, so you're in this room. The bottom, the southern portion is like just covered in rubble.
Right.
Like there was another like there was a cave in. Oh, I do also want to say that here, nope, you can let me click. Here and here
Yeah.
are those are doors.
Okay.
They're closed doors.
That's those in a moment.
Oh God,
Oh God,
you're a
Tara.
terrible robot, Tara. Stop.
Terrace. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Stop talking.
She's scary.
You're the
You're making
Borg.
robot sounds.
Yeah, it's scary.
Oh,
Oh!
ah.
Chris, come trade me computers because I want you to hear what you sound like.
I
Oh
didn't
my
say
God.
anything.
Jesus Christ.
Come,
Maybe
just come here.
unplug your thing.
She's been assimilated.
Okay, come and trade me. I want to hear what I sound like.
Okay.
Oh, someone left.
Okay, is the problem fixed?
Yes.
Okay, I accidentally closed out of Discord when I was getting up. Apparently.
Good, good.
Okay, I will. Okay.
All right. Yeah, much better. So in this room, there's that lantern. And to the north, there's some small holes in the floor, but there's and rubble down to the south.
Okay.
And then the lantern on the on this pedestal.
Awesome.
Okay.
I would say we should probably check the lantern out next time. How you doing?
Next. Oh, yes.
something?
Okay.
Yeah, it's there's a puzzle to get it, so we'll
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
yeah we'll stop here, deal with that
Okay.
puzzle next week, and
All right. I'm going to end the recording now.
okay.